Hello everyone, welcome back to PSA powered by Global Reach. I am Supriya Acharyya, your host, and today I have with me Ms. Manisha Khatee, Senior Regional Advisor South Asia from the University of Westminster, UK. So I quickly take this opportunity to welcome Manisha for joining us today in the session. Thank you, Manisha, for joining us today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for having me here.
So when we talk about the University of Westminster, what comes to the mind is the strategic central London location, which inspires a very vibrant student life and also a very good connectivity with transportation. So we will know more about the university from Manisha through a Q&A session. And these are the questions that comes to us from the students very frequently. So to begin, let's start with an introduction to the University of Westminster from Manisha, followed by other questions. Over to you, Manisha.
Thank you. So University of Westminster, as you rightly said, it's very well known for its central London location, which is very important because you've got international students going, and what do they want is to be where the action is in the city center. They were looking for exposure and opportunities which is available in London. That's where they want to go because they're going from India and they want more exposure. And Westminster is a modern university, and it's got almost about 300 odd courses, both undergraduate and postgraduate. We have a huge international cohort. We have students from about 170 nationalities. So it's very well known for diversity and inclusivity. So we are, when you say our very well known top courses would be media, art and design. And we are equally known for business, IT related courses, biomedical, biosciences, and just about everything from international relations to history and politics. That's our forte.
Okay. Well, it's wonderful to know about that in the campus you have so many nationalities and what are the popular programs. However, I would like to know the top programs for Indian students. Which are the most popular programs out of the 300 programs that you offer?
Yes, I mean Indian students, what I can see is the most popular would be IT. And the business courses. So IT and business, of course, there are many Indians.
Right.
And the Indians studying there, just to correct myself there, they're not just Indians from India, but they're also home students who are like maybe about 4th generation or 2nd generation Indians living there.
Right.
So that's the thing. But yes, the popular ones would be business and IT. So our campuses, as you mentioned earlier, it's in Zone 1 London, and the Marylebone campus is very popular for the Indian students because it's the campus for business and architecture. And architecture as well is very popular at Westminster.
So IT, business and architecture.
Yeah.
Top programs for Indian students, you can say.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So, I'm sure you're also giving some scholarships, which is a very important, aspect for a student to know.
Yes.
So, if you could also throw some light on that.
Well, yes, scholarships are very important, and that's the first question that all students ask for. And we do have generous scholarships for international students. For postgraduate students, we have £3,000 scholarship. And for undergraduate, we have £2,500. And these scholarships, I would like to emphasize here, they are not automatic scholarship because usually students end up thinking that it's an automatic scholarship.
I would have come to that question.
Yes, it's not automatic. And they have to make a separate application, and it is competitive, But then having said that, many Indian students secure that scholarship. So I would like to wish all of them all the best, and please apply for it if you're eligible.
Let us know what are the requirements.
So the requirements first would be, of course, it's a scholarship, so it would be merit based. You have to be a scholar, and you have to have a first class and above. Okay. I think that's a piece of cake for Indian students because everybody gets a first class. And then we have, and it should be their first master's.
Okay.
So it should not be, for example, a student who has already completed their masters in India.
So the bachelors, they should have got 60% in their bachelors.
Yes, 60%
right?
and above in their bachelors, and it should be their first masters. Also, they have to write a really good essay telling us why do they deserve that scholarship. So telling us what would they do with that scholarship and why should they get that scholarship and not the other person, because 60% first class is, many students in India would get that.
Okay. So when a student applies for a particular program, once the student has got the offer, then the student is eligible to apply for the scholarship, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. And what are the turnaround times for that? Like
for the scholarship?
Yes.
The scholarship, yes, the turnaround time is high because there is a deadline to apply for the scholarship, and once we reach the deadline, then the scholarship team sort of assesses the scholarship documents, the applications, and then we start sending out the rejections first. So good that you don't get the response early, and after the rejections there would be the award emails going on.
Okay. So tentatively, what is the time of which month in the you do this?
So that would be sometime like for the January intake, which is our upcoming intake. We are yet to publish the scholarship link in the website. So once that's done, it would be sometime in the month of November.
Okay. So more than a month a student gets, right?
Yes,
that is.
That's correct.
Okay, so that's for the students to take a note on. If you want to apply for a scholarship, then this is how the process is, and you have to keep an eye on the Westminster website, which is also a very colorful one. So, okay, moving on to the next question. What about the eligibility criteria for undergraduate and postgraduate programs?
So for undergraduate, let me start with that. Eligibility would be different for different courses. For business, most of them it would be an 80% and above. Depends on which board again, whether it's CBSE, ISC or the state board. So since we are in Kolkata, so West Bengal board is accepted for IELTS waiver as well, a 75% and above. Not for all courses, but again you need to look at the requirements there. And then for CBSE and ISC also we would require a 70% and above. That's for IELTS waiver. For the eligibility for the course, it depends from course to course, and that's almost about 80% and above for all subjects.
Okay, for both undergraduate and postgraduate.
This is for undergraduate. For postgraduate, again, it depends on the grade of the university, which band it falls, like, ABC. So if it is band A university and the requirement is 2:2, that would be about 55% and above. And if it's a band B university, it would be 60% and above, so on and so forth. And for a 2:1 requirement, most of our courses, the requirement is 2:2. If it's a 2:1, then it would of course be a 60% and above.
Okay, and gaps and backlogs accepted?
Yes, it is accepted, but it has to be justified in the statement of purpose.
Okay. So say in case of a student is completed the first masters and they have got some years of experience, they are working in a field which is not matching with their previous masters, which is becoming a problem for them to go to the upper level in their careers. So for such kind of a student, do you not take them for the second level of masters?
No, that's fine. I mean, it depends what masters they have in their first, what's their first masters about, and what kind of experience they have, and now what would be the second masters that they would be going for? If their second masters and their experience match, that's good enough.
That's good enough. Yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
That's good enough.
Because we get such kind of students wherein they have had a master's qualification which they are not currently, is not related with their qualification or the work experience that they are having currently. And then they again look at doing a master's, so that's fine, right? That's a justified thing.
That's justified, and that's upgrading yourself, so why not?
Okay, now moving on to the next is the fee structure. what is the fee structure, which is a very important thing for, the parents to know, not only the students, because parents would be the people who are going to, sponsor them. So if you could give us an idea.
So yes, I understand. I mean, fee structure ours is a very reasonable fee structure. I would say we are a modern university, so our fee structure would vary from £15,500 to £20,000 for postgraduate courses, and for undergraduate it would be the same same amount for all undergraduate courses, that is £17,000 per annum. Having said that, the living expenses in London is higher, so I would say £15,000 per annum. That is a ballpark figure. It also depends on the living standards of the student. So, of course, I mean, there are part-time jobs available, more in London, in campus and more off campus. But that's just, some sort of pocket money. That's not going to help them to, cover their living expenses, just to be sure.
So, is it possible for a student to stay out of London and commute from there to, is there a possibility to save on the living cost?
I would say no, because if you stay out of London, then you are adding the cost of travel. All right. In London as well, I mean, as you know that London is divided into zones.
Yeah.
So of course, London is expensive in itself, but zone 1, 2 is expensive. It's very expensive. So I would say students are more, crowded towards zone 3 and 4 of London, and it's completely easy to commute from there. It's not very tedious.
Okay. Thank you for that. Okay, any other additional value-added services or student support services that is being offered by Westminster?
Of course, I would like to talk about the Zone 29. That's a building which is coming up in the spring. It will open in the spring of 2026. That's about careers and employability. So this is a facility which is totally dedicated to careers, and it is open for students as well as alumni, wherein they can come and talk about businesses, talk about various incubation projects, entrepreneurs. So it's a really good space, and we are just waiting for it to open and see how it's going to pan out in the coming years. And I think it's going to be an amazing facility for the students.
Of course, it will be. And for the time being, how are the services being offered?
So yes, we do have our careers and employability team, which is there in every other university, I suppose. So what they do is they organize job fairs, they organize mentoring sessions, networking sessions, which are essential, and of course the workshops which runs throughout the year regarding interview skills
job
and all
fairs.
that happens. And the biggest job fairs would be in the month of October, so I would request all students to make use of this. And the main thing is every university gives you a lot of facilities, but it depends on the students whether they use it or not.
That works for everyone.
Yes, and being in London itself is it's a huge networking playground, so they need to use it.
Yes, the location which is London is a strategic location where you have the best options, I believe, best opportunities, but it also depends on how the student also takes advantage of the facilities given by the university, and they have to be very, connected and alert on that, right? Okay. Yeah, I think, Manisha, you have covered almost all the things. So to our audience, once again, please stay tuned to our page, like us, share us. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you know which session is coming again, the next session, upcoming session, and you are able to get this informative information which is required to take a decision on your higher studies abroad. We are always available on our virtual office at the Plan Study Abroad website, and you can also walk into our offices as well. Do keep an eye on our website for the locations. So thank you, Manisha. Any closing remarks from your end?
Well, thank you very much for having me here. It was a pleasure to speak to you.
Same here.
And it's great, for the students that you host such talk shows. I wish them all the best and happy to answer any questions if they come to you.
Yes. So Manisha will be available in case any of you would like to connect with her. She would be more than happy to be talking to you. So what you have to do is just reach out to us, that is Plan Study Abroad, so that we can connect you with Manisha, and also to our experts who can guide you on any questions that you have about the international education space. Okay, thank you so much for joining us today. Until we meet again, take care. Bye-bye.